Welcome back to my channel. This video is a charity shop haul and it represents a full day of charity shop sourcing with friends. So it's probably a couple of weeks old news by the time this video comes out, but yesterday, Saturday, Sunday, today's Monday. This weekend, Saturday, Lex and Josh and I spent the day together in Bristol charity shopping. Love a charity shop day out with my friends, even if I'm on a buying ban. I bought less than I would normally have bought because of said buying ban. But even so, quite an array of bits and bobs to resell. Please excuse if I keep rubbing my nose. I've got an allergy thing going on, so my nose is really itchy. Lex and I began at 8:30. If you can hear a noise off camera, it's my steamer doing weird things to itself. I don't know if you can hear it. Lex and I began at 8:30 on Saturday morning at the Break charity shop up the road. Not even open. Personal shopper time. I had gone in the day before and I had bought President Putin in a morph suit. Here he is, hanging on the door. And the chap had said to me, oh, we've got Trump coming in. And I said, oh, I want Trump as well. And he said, oh, I'll hold on to him for you. What time can you come tomorrow? And I said, well, I can come as early as you want. He said, okay, I get here at 8:30, so knock on the door if you're there. And so that's what we did. We went up about 8:30, 20 to 9, knocked on the door, and he let us in, and we did a little bit of personal shopping. That was fantastic, very exciting. So I got Trump while I was there, and Trump is hanging there as well. I'm not sure if you guys can see him, but he's hanging there on the door. You can just about see his hand, his little orange hand there. He was a £5. It's basically a morph suit that you step into and it looks like Trump is carrying you in a piggyback. So while we were there doing our personal shopping, we were chatting, and this led me to make somewhat of a little error. Because I was chatting and looking through, but not concentrating enough. And I spotted this label and went, oh, that's sea salt. And it was £4, so I grabbed it. And the label does look a bit like a sea salt label. It's bloody well not, though. It's an M&S Sleep range. It is brand new with its tags. It was £10 and I paid £4. It was £10 new in M&S and I paid £4. I'm just finding a sea salt label to compare, to try and make excuses for my silly error. Bear with. I'll just pull off the charity shop tag so it's not in the way. Right, so I'm going to lie these down next to each other and show you. So the top one is the one I bought by mistake. The bottom one is the sea salt logo. Can you see how similar they are? That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. They are similar. They are not identical. You know why they're not identical? Because it's not sea salt. It's not the end of the world. We'll make mistakes and at least the charity will benefit from it. But I think it is a night dress because it is the M&S it says Daydreams and Duvet Days. So it's an M&S night dress in a size 18. It is brand new with its tags, but I wouldn't have paid £4 for it if it wasn't for the fact that I thought I was buying something else entirely. However, while I was there in the same shop, I did manage to get 2 British Library crime classics, both of which I think I have read before. But also an Agatha Christie, except it isn't, it's a Sophie Hannah. So Sophie Hannah writes crime mysteries using Agatha Christie's characters. I don't know what it's called when somebody's allowed to do that, or you know, when maybe they buy the rights to the characters. I have no idea how it works, but she has written 3 Hercule Poirot mysteries so far. Yeah, in the acknowledgements it says, I'm hugely grateful to the following people: James Pritchard, Matthew Pritchard, and everyone at Agatha Christie Limited. So yeah, it's an approved thing that one is allowed to do this. I enjoyed the first one I read of hers was the Monogram Murders, and I was sceptical because I don't usually like it when a new author takes on an old author's characters. I'm like, oh no, you know, you should write your own characters. But I enjoyed it, and I will give this one a go as well. So 50p for that one. And then we popped in the Salvation Army next door, and I picked up a little comforter for £1. And some Soviet leaders, Russian dolls, sorry, my brain went blank, Matryoshka Russian dolls. These are the Soviet leaders. Oh, that was the squeak set buddy off. They are, I think there's 4, so is that Putin? I think that's Putin. That might be Gorbachev, although I can't see I'm not very up on, no, that's Gorbachev because he's got the birthmark on his head. Who was that one? I must admit, my Soviet history is a little lacking. I don't necessarily know all of my Soviet leaders, but this is a set of, oh, that's the smallest one. So there's the 2 littlest ones, set of 5 altogether. I was very pleased when I saw them, but actually this particular set, because these Soviet leaders Russian dolls can go for a lot of money, this particular set doesn't seem to be one of the most exciting. But still worth picking up for £3 and still an interesting thing to list. I'll enjoy listing that. I think one of the most important things as a reseller is finding variety in the things you list to try and keep your interest. Otherwise it's just churn it out and get bored very quickly. Got a loose sleeve thread. Not anymore. What happened then? We came back to ours, Lex and I, and came back to mine and met up with Josh, and then off we went to Nailsie. But we didn't go straight to Nailsie. What happened? Oh no, that's a lie. After that, Lex and I went up to Greystoke to the charity shop there, and still without Josh. Poor old Josh. Left him out of this bit. And I got these 3 bits. It was a very orange day in that charity shop for me. I got a little orange Pyrex dessert dish. That was 49p. And then the next day at the boot sale, I got a green one, so I'll sell those together. I got this handkerchief glass vase. I haven't seen one of these. I mean, obviously I've seen them before, but I haven't been able to get one. This is Chance glass, made in England, so this is from the 60s. It's not a repro. It was £2.99. It had been reduced from £9.99. I don't know if you can see that. There's the red price. The red felt tip is over the top of the biro. So the original price was £9.99 and that was reduced to £2.99. So that was a fun thing, never having picked up one of those before. And then this was 99p, and it is a Disney Dalmatians large coffee mug. So that was my little orangey red pickups from Southmead. And then we came back here, collected Josh, and then we went off to Nailsie. I headed towards the petrol station, and then because I was there, I thought I'd jump on the motorway and go down a couple of junctions. And as we approached the motorway, we could see that it absolutely wasn't moving. It was rock solid, not shifting. So luckily, praise be to Josh who noticed it before we got on the slip road, so we weren't stuck with that decision. Went back round the roundabout and went back through the city, and I stopped at the 2 charity shops in Stoke Bishop. I like, if I've got Lex here or if I'm taking Josh with me or whatever, I like to give my friends as much option for charity shops as possible, because it's always nice if you're in a new place to try lots of new ones, and Josh doesn't particularly enjoy driving around very much in the city, so it's nice for him to go to places that he doesn't normally go to as well. I sound like I'm doing a charitable act. I also like shopping, let's face it. In the Stoke Bishop Brake charity shop, I got this one, which is a petticoats and pantaloons. I suppose it's a little jug in the shape of a watering can. What the heck you actually meant? Maybe use it for milk, I don't know. When I research, I will find out more. That was £2. That was the only thing I bought in there. But then we went next door to the St Peter's Hospice. It's not next door, it's about 3 doors up to the St Peter's Hospice. And they're always far too expensive for me. Far too expensive. I never get anything in there. And for the first time in living memory, they had a sale on. They had all ladies' dresses half price. So I picked up this Jules dress that was originally priced at £7.99. I got that for £3.99. Again, as I said in another video about sea salt clothing always having names, Jules dresses always have names as well. So it will be on the care label, and this one is called Baydale. So if a clothing range tends to name their items, it makes it much easier when you come to resell them, to do your research, pricing and so on and so forth. So that was £3.99. I also got some LK Bennett patent leather espadrille wedge heels. Those were down to £3.99 from £7.99. They are a little loved. They're a little bit creased on the fronts there, but for £3.99 I thought they were worth a punt. And then in their bric-a-brac section I got a Kath Kidston Best Teacher mug for £2.99. I got a Kath Kidston mug in a tin, and I'm not 100% sure how much this one was. Dress, ladies' shoes. This was £3.99. I don't know where the price sticker's gone, but this was £3.99. So it's the racing car. Now, the children's mugs in tins on eBay, I can see loads and loads and loads of the Cowboys and Indians ones that she did, but I can't see these racing car ones, so I'm not sure, but I think that might be a very nice little find. That might be a £20 to £25 sale. I might be wrong. Do your own research. I don't know stuff. I know some stuff. Interestingly, it has been purchased from TK Maxx for $4.99 before being donated. So I didn't know that TK Maxx have Cath Kidston stuff in. I didn't know that. And then these are just M&S, but the reason I got them is because they were $1.49 per pair. So they were reduced from $2.99 per pair to $1.49 per pair, and they are just M&S. There is a name for these mugs. There's a name for this M&S range, and I can't think what it is off the top of my head. Maybe if it comes back to me, I'll put it on the screen. But yes, I thought they were good. $1.49 for 2 pairs. I thought for $1.49 each per pair for 2 pairs. I was quite pleased with those. We proceeded in a westerly direction from there. Is it westerly? I think it was about westerly. And we stopped at the two charity shops in Shirehampton. There were originally 4 in Shirehampton, but the little tiny honey hole one that I absolutely loved around the corner closed down. That was a little church related one, and they closed down a couple of years ago. And the Click, the cancer, it used to be called Cancer and Leukemia in Children, but I think it's Young Lives for Cancer now, I'm not sure. Anyway, that has not reopened after lockdown, despite the fact that all the stuff is still in there. So they haven't closed down and gone, it just has never reopened. I'm not sure why that is. So there are only currently a Break and a St Peter's Hospice. In the Break I got, this one was thanks to Lex. Lex grabbed this one and pointed it out to me. For £3, a Hobbs linen blend dress. Ka-ching. For £3, a Hobbs linen blend dress. That was a nice one. And then on their sale rail, a pair of Joules kind of mucky beige coloured chinos. I don't even know what colour you'd call that. I'd call it murk. But they were £1. Bit murk. I maybe not put murk in as the keyword. And then a couple of books for me as well. A Carola Dunn Superfluous Women. This is a Honourable Daisy Dalrymple mystery, and I haven't read any for a while, but I do really enjoy them. I know I haven't read this one. And I also got for me Eddie Izzard. Believe Me, a memoir of love, death and jazz chickens. I love Eddie Izzard. And I love the fact that on the back, John Cleese, you know when they get a celebrity to say what they think of it, John Cleese has put, I'd never heard of Eddie Izzard before, but judging by this delightful memoir, he has a glittering career ahead of him. I'm going to enjoy that a lot, I'm sure. That was, I think that was £1, and the other one was 50p. They might have been 50p each. Not sure now. And then in the St Peter's Hospice in Shirehampton, I got petticoats and pantaloons again. Fancy finding those twice in one day. This is Love is the Little Things We Do for Each Other plate. That was £2.99. And a little pair of, these are Walt Disney World salt and pepper. So they change all the time at Walt Disney World. They're collectibles and they do loads of them. And these particular ones, there's only one set sold on eBay and they've gone for 25 quid in the States. So I was pleased to find those for £1.99. Not sure what I'll get for them, but I feel like I'll do okay. We finally got to Nailsie, having gone through Shirehampton and got onto the motorway, and that still wasn't moving very much, but it moved a bit. We only needed to go down a tiny bit. Got back off, got to Nailsie, and there are a couple that have closed down in Nailsie as well, but there are still a nice little cluster of charity shops. I think there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 7. I think there's 7 in Nailsie. In the Holly Hedge Sanctuary shop, I got this. It is an All Achilles shopping bag. It was only £1. I bought it because I had not taken a bag with me from the car. It is a bit grubby. Although it would have a resale value normally, it is a bit grubby, and I don't feel confident that it will wash well. I might try and just surface clean it, but I don't feel confident that if I put it in the washing machine that I think it's going to lose all of its structural integrity. So that might not be a reseller. It might not, but for £1 it was handy to carry all my stuff around in for the day. And it was good that I had a strong bag because I bought 2, not 1 but 2 stacking mug sets. So these ones were in the St Peter's Hospice. These are Next. Now I do not normally buy Next stacking mugs, but these ones are cats. So the bottom one, as you can see, says Positive Catitude. This one says I'm feline good. I don't think I can get it to focus, bear with. I'm feline good. He doesn't look like he's feline good, he looks cross. This one is the Perfect Cuppa. These were £5.99 for the set, and I expect to sell them for £25. This one says I Need Caffeine. And as I said, you saw the bottom one, which is Positive Catitude. $5.99. I really liked those. I have a dog set that the very wonderful Kelly at Flippin' Fantastic Finds gave to me. She bought them to resell. I saw them on her video and said I must have them, how much she wanted. She wouldn't let me pay for them. So she's a lovely, lovely lady. I don't think she likes cats, otherwise I could give her the cat mug set back. I think she's a dog person as well. But yeah, so I was really pleased to find those. And then also, different shop though. This was the, I don't know what charity shop it is, but it's very, very small and narrow. Very, very full of stuff. Really, really loads of stock. And it's the one where the little old ladies don't enjoy using the till, and so they do all the adding up in their head and then argue with each other. I mentioned that in a video before. It's a nice little charity shop, and these were £5. These are M&S. These are the M&S polka dot ones. So, again, nice pickup there. I was very restrained in Nailsie. I was quite proud of myself. I was really pleased with this. This is a Maya cross-stitch kit, and I'm not sure which shop it's from. I think it may have been the PDSA. Fairly sure it was the PDSA shop. I didn't realise these Maya cross-stitch kits are so expensive, but I should be able to get £35 for this one, and I paid $3.49. Maybe all cross-stitch kits are just really expensive. I have a box of cloverleaf coasters, and I don't know which charity shop these came from either, but that might have been the same one. They were $1.75, and they are cottage doorways. So I like that one. That one's got a dog standing in the cottage doorway. Oh, they've all got dogs in doorways. Dogs and cats. Hang on. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. I've lost count of my Spanish numbers. What? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Siete. I haven't got 7. I don't need siete. So there we go. I like those. Natalie's now counting in Spanish behind me. Did you do Spanish at school?
Yeah, I'm French.
Yeah, see, I did French and German at school. She did French and Spanish.
I did Spanish years 3 to 6, French for 7 and 8, and Spanish for 9.
Excellent. So what do you think you missed in years 7 and 8 that you never know? All the useful bits.
Help, I'm from England and don't speak good Spanish.
St Peter's Hospice, a little pair of cloisonné clip-on earrings. They were 99p. And also in the St Peter's Hospice, a Primark teddy comforter for 150. This one's another one I'm not sure if it was £2, and I know Lex said, oh, do you want this? It's a paper chase organiser. And I said, oh, okay. This may be the Holly Hedge. It's maybe in the Holly Hedge Animal Sanctuary. £2 for that one. This one I bought because I hadn't seen anything like it before, and it's unusual. It's called a trip book. I paid £3 for it, and it was in that little charity shop that I was just talking about with the maths ladies. And it's a German thing. The website is www.remember.de, and it's a German company. And this says your life, your trips, your memories, your book. And it's a really nice organiser, and it's for mapping your travels, basically. So there's a little journal bit where you can say where you did and what you did. There's a piece for currency. Look, you can put the currency of the various countries into there so that you can... It's just like making a little scrapbook, but with all the kind of prompts done for you. I really liked it. It's completely unused. I don't know if there's much value to it. I paid £3, but I thought it was a nice thing. And sometimes I like to buy stuff that I know nothing about, just for the purposes of finding out something new. So yeah, that's a nice thing. Absolutely brand new, really nice quality. You can't see the quality on the screen, but it's really nice quality. Last couple of bits, we went up to the top of the hill to the break shop in Nailsie, where I got one Lemony Snicket #2 book to add to bundles, and this really lovely scarf. This is from Maison de Nîmes, and it's a lovely scarf. It's not for me to wear. I bought it with the hopes that I can make something out of it. I thought I might make it into a bag, but it's very, very thin. Look, you can see me through it. So it would definitely need quite a lot of interfacing and stuff to stiffen it before it was able to be used. But although you can't see it on the camera, the pink stripe is a shimmer. So it's a really pretty pattern. And it was £1. And then finally, after we left Nailsie, went down through Pill and popped into the little St Peter's Hospice there, and they were just closing. So they bought all of their they have a lot of stuff outside and they brought it all in, which made the shop a little bit difficult to manoeuvre around, but that's not their fault. If you want to close, I get that. Josh had to move a few things to get to what he wanted, but I got this Alice in Wonderland Victoria and Albert Museum mug in its box. It's a really lovely tankard mug, and it's got the Queen of Hearts, and that's the White Rabbit, isn't it? Did the White Rabbit reappear as a later on in the story? Does the White Rabbit reappear as a trumpeter for the Queen of Hearts, as a page? I'm not sure. Anyway, maybe that's what he's late for. Maybe that's the very important date that he's rushing along for. So yeah, that was £5. I really liked that. I thought it was a lovely thing. It doesn't seem to have an awful lot of value, but I'll resell it anyway. That is the haul and all of the haul. I think it was a very good haul for a day's charity shopping. I worked out when I got home that I'd spent about 60 quid that day, which is not bad for everything I've got here. Literally, I'll pull two or three items out there and get my 60 quid back on that, and the rest is pure profit. So it was a lovely day shopping. Got a couple of nice books for me. Had a nice day with my friends, and sometimes the buying ban just to take a run and jump so that I can socialise, because that's the part of that's if you are a reseller and your friends are resellers, then the socialising is also the sourcing. The sourcing is also the socialising. The two things are interactive, intertwined. Intertwined is what I wanted. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've seen anything, as I always say, in this video that has floated your boat, drop me an email. The email address is in the description box below the video, and I will sort you out. It won't hit eBay for several weeks. As you know, I've got a backlog. So if there's anything you see here that you love, get in touch and we can sort that out between us. And in the meantime, I'll be back soon with more of whatever it is I do here. Take care. Bye for now.